G'day, Shark Eyes back once again. It's been a minute since I reviewed something, and I finally have the Ferret arrive today. So, I'm going to get into it, but this is going to be a bit of a different review because I want to cover a couple of things regarding pricing and so on. So, without further ado, let's rip into it. So by now you've seen the box art, a lot of you have the vehicle, you've seen the figure, you've seen the back of the box, you've seen the side of the box, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to focus too much on that, but what I will do is we'll look at her skill set. Alright, so the first one here, that's driver, she's a level 1. Second one down here, she is a level 1 in light weapons. And the third one down is infiltration, and she's a level 1. And the last one is recon, and she's a level 2. So obviously this character, driver of this vehicle, is designed to go behind enemy lines and scout and whatnot and report back, which is kind of cool, you know, fleshing out the character a little bit. And that's pretty much it on that front. So I'm going to rip into this box now, and we'll have a quick look at everything, and then I'm going to get into the topic that I want to talk about. So I've taken the liberty of freeing it from its cardboard garage, and I've got the tires in the formation that they are supposed to be attached. So your tread is supposed to go in that direction if you're looking at the Ferret like this. But in terms of the topic I wanted to discuss, that is pricing. So this item in US stores, or from Hasbro Pulse I should say, because that's the only place you could get it, was USD $54.99. Now, if you convert that to Australian dollars, it works out to be $81.89, which is what I would have paid if Pulse was available here, plus shipping, of course. Now, unfortunately, Pulse still isn't available here, despite it being somewhat rumored. Who knows when that's going to happen, but unfortunately, I didn't get this via the US. I had to buy it via a third-party seller here, who is pretty much one of two that had it available to them, and in very, very limited stock. So, before I get to how much I paid, I'm just going to throw a few things on here. And those things are called tires. So we're just going to pop this into place. I dare say that should just clip on. I'm waiting for a click, and there was no click. So I'm guessing a little push might help that. There we go. And we'll throw the other side on. Again, I'm not going to be discussing the vehicle at length and its history and all that sort of jazz. I'm just going to throw it all together and have a chat about pricing. While you're here, excuse me, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you enjoy this review, awesome. And that's if you watch it, because there's probably been about another 120 reviews that have come out already, because Australia didn't get this until pretty much now. But yeah, if you're liking the content, and if you're already a previous subscriber, I thank you for joining me on this journey. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and ding ding dong. All right, so there you can see we're rolling. It's got a bit of heft to it, which I like. As you can see, the suspension is there. So I'll have a quick look at some details. And these have all been covered ad nauseum. This is the missile launch information, which If I had glasses on, I'd be able to read it, or a magnifying glass, but I don't. You got your, whatchamacallit, I'm drawing a blank. Things that you can carry things on, let's call it that. And true to the original, it's got this little turret gun. Some nice detailing here in the grill, nothing amazing. And underneath it's pretty bare bones, which is a bit disappointing, but you know, got to cheap out somewhere, I guess. And just in case you weren't aware, no step. This is not a step. And then you've got your Semper Fidelis Cobra thing up here. Oh, sorry, serpents, I should say. So yeah, that's the bare bones of the vehicle. So let's get a few other accessories out for it. And we'll start with this. Now, I did see another toy tuber share video of this being quite bendy. Now, mine isn't that bendy. So, like, yeah, sure, it's got a little bit of wiggle room, but no bend. And I'm not being an apologist, that's just how it is. Like, it's quite firm. So, yeah, look, a little gumminess here, but nothing we're not used to. I'm not gonna go on a giant rant about it. So that's that. And again, there's not a great deal to this. It does differ from the original, but this is a classified version, so it is what it is. Next up, some missiles, self-explanatory, rockets, missiles, whatever you want to call them. And we're just gonna go ahead and throw them on here, but alas, I need to put these in, I believe. I'm just making this up as I go, folks. I haven't really looked at the blueprints, but I'm assuming these just slot in here on one way or the other. Not that side, definitely it is this side. So we're just gonna push in. That is a bit stiff. I'm just gonna try the other one and see if that's better suited. So, if you've already got the Ferret, are you enjoying it? Let me know in the comments. This one is definitely got a bit tougher. Yeah, now, those are sitting there, but they don't really push firmly in on mine. I don't know if that's different on anyone else's, but you can see here a little bit. They're sticking out, jutting out a bit. Maybe that's how they're supposed to be, but the other one is not. So I might have caught a slightly fudged one there. But we're just going to stick these on here as we rip through this. There you go. Missile's launching. Actually, I just noticed that missile is slightly bent. I don't know if you can see that. It does have a bit of a bend to it. Nothing a little heat won't fix, probably. But yeah, they're just going like so. Chuck this one in next. This is your steering column. It's got like a little tampo on there with a radar and something in it. I can't quite tell what that is, but that's just going to go in here like so. Oh, and there is a little headlight on there, which mine appears to have a minor paint fleck. That should just pop in, I dare say. There's no click, but it is in there firmly, and that is on. Next up, we've got the non-functional winch and I guess bull bar, for lack of a better word. That's definitely probably not what it's called, but you know what? Semantics. And that, I'm guessing, should fix on here somehow. Let's have a look. There seems to be no point there for it to go into. I'm just trying to see. Perhaps. Okay, so I believe these two parts go together. And that should go through like so. And then that should have fixed to here. Yep. And again, that doesn't fully clip in, it just pops in. And that's it. There. Next up, we have a little clip. Make sure that you don't leave this sitting in the paper bag contents of the accessories, or else this is going to be pretty useless. Actually, I just want to have a look at that, see if that is straight. That's not too bad. It's got a little tiny kink here, but nothing that can't be probably ironed out with a bit of hot water. So we're going to take our little clip and we're just going to bang that onto here. Not bang it, but you know what I mean. And that will clip into place. And then the gun mount is ready to rock. And that is not going on as easy. Okay, maybe we'll try it this way. Might be easier. Yeah, that's just going to sit in like so. It's not very firm per se, but it is on. And then you got your up and down. Okay. Gridiron. We definitely need a better weapons assembly for this. Just saying. And that should... Yeah, that's crap. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm just making sure I've got this on the right bar. Yeah, I definitely do. Yeah, that's pretty shoddy. Like that's not going to last really long in my opinion. Anyway, it just popped off again. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know, but it can sit there for now. A little fun fact, I actually work with ferrets in my day job, and they are nasty little buggers at times, and they are funny buggers as well, and they are quick and also very good at climbing and also good at biting. So there's a little side note for you, and you can see why they would originally name this a ferret, because it is a quick, small, moving vehicle that is obviously designed for rugged terrain. Now, back to the topic, price. So as you recall, USD $54.99, AUD $81.89. Have a guess how much I paid? $100? Nope. 110. Nope. 120. Keep going. I paid $142 for this. And that's because I had no other option. If I had bought it from the States and had it shipped over, it probably would have cost me about the same. If I had Pulse available to me in Australia, well, maybe I would have got it for under $100 shipped. But I had to go with a third-party seller, and here we are. Do I think that this is worth close to $150? Good question. Let's have a look at the figure before I present my actual judgment on that. Now you can hear me ripping everything out of the plastic. One of these, which we'll just toss to the side. Now, I wasn't big on this figure when it was announced, and I'm still not big on it, but, you know, we're only going to get vehicles with drivers moving forward. That's what they've said, and yeah, that's just how it's going to be. I think this figure, just first impressions alone, is a bit cheap, and I just opened Helix up yesterday for the first time. I got her really late. I just couldn't be bothered getting her initially, and she reminds me a lot of her in terms of the build. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's even the same buck or parts of. I could be wrong though. Feel free to address that in the comments. So T-pose, not great. Range of movement in the head, yeah, she's got a bit of that Hawk tour going on. Let's have a look at the Van Dam. Yeah, whatevs. Drop down hips are present, of course. There's no rigidity to this figure in that respect, so that is good. I will pay that. Let's have a look at the legs. Yeah, they're pretty stiff. They're not in a bad way. Oh look, a drop down holster. Surprise, surprise. And this belt is just pretty flimsy. She looks nice enough. Have a look at the head sculpt. But she will not be driving my my Ferret. She'll be going in the Stinger. That's if I can get it locally. Quick look at the accessories. We've all seen the helmet by now in the photos and other reviews and on social media. It is nice. It is a bit rubbery, but whatevs. Let's throw that on her. And that goes on like a glove. Does look good. Sidearms, blah de blah. Nothing special. But at least she does have some firearm capability for when she is out in the field. This holster's garbage. Look at this, just falling down. Bang those in there. It would have been cool if they gave her like some sort of rifle to that attaches here or something that can be carried. Then you got this pissy little pen knife, and that's just going to go in there. Let's get her standing up next to her ride. And that is her. So yeah, is it worth $142? No, I think I overpaid, and I never had the Ferret as a kid. So, you know, you could probably say, well, Adam, why did you pay that? Well, because I never had it as a kid, so I wanted it. And it being a medium size, well, not even medium, it's supposed to be a small sized vehicle. It fits well in terms of storage and, you know, in my display and whatnot. And, you know, I would, in the perfect world, I would have got a couple, but at $142, not gonna happen. So this is a perfect example of where it's tough for Australian collectors at times when it comes to this line. It's not always wins for us. Yeah, sure, I got a few figures early, recently. You can go back and watch those reviews if you haven't already done so. There was a Night Creeper, the Doc, and a couple of others. You know, this is the other side of the coin, and I just wanted to, you know, put this out there just to show people, you know, what we sometimes have to go through here in Australia. The seller that I got it from, he's a good guy, and I know he didn't even make a lot of margin on this. You know, after import taxes and freight and all that sort of stuff, you know, it makes it harder on those guys as well. But, you know, this is where Hasbro should be doing more for customers globally, all right? Because you guys in the States are very lucky. You have Pulse. Yeah, sure, you know, they aren't great, and you usually have to wait for figures and releases long after Amazon and Walmart and da-da-da-da. But this is where, you know, Hasbro needs to fix things like this. And, you know, that's pretty much it in summary. I do like it. I don't think it's worth that price point. But, you know, it's another vehicle in the line, and that in itself is a blessing, and, you know, you got to be happy with that. For me, I'll probably have maybe the Dreadnoks or Scrap Iron or someone, or Firefly riding this into battle in my diorama. And as I said, she's going to go in the Stinger if I can get it. So that's it for today. I'm not going to put it through multiple poses and all this sort of jazz. Just wanted to keep this one pretty relatively short and sweet. So thank you for watching. Again, if you know you've made it this far and you're new to the channel, appreciate the support and checking it out. And, you know, let me know what you guys think about the topic at hand today. I'm keen to hear your opinions on these things. Drop something in the comments. You know, feel free to share this and all that good stuff. So have yourself an awesome day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Turn those bell notifications on, and keep on rocking it, folks. And I we'll no doubt have something again for you very soon. Peace out.